Welcome to another edition of Lean Bites. Thanks for joining me today. My name is Paul Dean. In today's edition of Lean Bites, we're going to look at a topic around sustaining our problem-solving activity. Now, I've done a lot of work on this over the years, and I'd like to share with you a very simple but powerful tip which is going to help you to be more successful in your problem-solving work. So firstly, let me pose a question. How often does our problem-solving activity run perfectly? When we enter into a problem-solving activity, typically we're aiming at fixing or resolving a significant problem that hinges around our inability to meet the needs of our internal or external customer. So our cause is noble, but maybe our execution is somewhat lacking. Now, we typically do this through a structured approach, defining the problem, forming a problem-solving team, which is a collaborative group of people with or without some exposure to the problem from various parts of the business, brainstorming root cause. We might even test various solutions whilst implementing countermeasures. Then we implement actions to target the root cause. Included could be long-term actions to sustain or control our improvement. All along the way, we make the assumption that so long as we follow the structured approach and monitor the metrics, we believe we're going to be successful. Then we dissolve our collaborative group and we all go back to our normal jobs. What about the various external challenges that arise during the activity? What do we do if we suddenly get busy with our daily jobs? Do we abandon the project? What about conflicting priorities? What about if we get fatigued or lose interest if the project is taking too long? What if the solution we've implemented doesn't totally deliver the outcome we expected? And after we're finished, what if the problem arises again? Then is it someone else's responsibility as the team has moved on? I'm sure if you've ever undertaken problem-solving work, you've experienced some or many of these challenges. So this tip today is going to help you to be more successful. It's predicated on the dynamics around two groups of people. There are some project team members who have an intimate connection to the problem. During their daily tasks, they're affected by the problem. They feel the frustration, they feel the pain. It's easy to involve them as they generally want to fix it. Typically, they're easily engaged. The other group comprises of those who aren't as connected to the problem. They might work in the same area, but don't feel the same pain. They might work in a different area and have been invited to join due to their skill in a specific aspect. They are harder to get involved and just as hard to get engaged. But we need to ensure all project team members are equally engaged right from the start. And as the project continues, they don't lose interest or get sidetracked when various challenges arise. So this is my tip. Right from the start, at the very first team meeting, I like to use an acronym, C.A.R.E. Concerned that our actions are really effective. We care about the outcome. C.A.R.E. is aimed at ensuring that all team members are equally engaged right from the start. This is done from two directions. External focus, concerned for the customer. Either the internal or external customer is the beneficiary of the project outcome. What would it look like if we didn't resolve the problem? Would the situation get worse? Would it create more pain? Would it affect our relationship with our internal or external customer? If we didn't achieve a successful outcome, would they eventually go elsewhere? Would there be a total breakdown in communication? These are the various questions that I ask the team at the start of the project and remind them throughout. And if we care about the outcome of the problem-solving activity, regardless of our connection, we're more likely to push through the challenges that arise. We're more likely to be successful in solving the problem, which will give us a huge boost with our customer. Number two is internal focus. Concern for our colleagues, our peers, our workmates, our friends, the team around us. There are those who are feeling the pain, And when we lose our focus and lessen our priority, it communicates to those around us that the problem is not my responsibility. It has the potential of alienating people and creating silos. They just don't matter. So care is really about connecting people together with the problem by evoking a bit of passion, by evoking a bit of emotion, that everyone should be connected to the problem, even though they weren't connected at the beginning. This passion hopes to override anything that might try to force us into a lesser priority. And just one last comment, I like to remind the team of this principle a couple of times throughout the activity. I make a point of writing care onto the fishbone to strengthen this reminder. Hope this has been very helpful. And before you go, just a little reminder. The more you care, the stronger you can be. Jim Rohn. Thanks for joining me on this edition of Lean Bites.